Now the lathe has been bolted down to the bench. I've drilled holes through the bench. I'm not using the jacks that I have, so I think I'm just going to offer those for sale. I'm going to shim up the lathe to level it rather than employ leveling jacks, because to use the leveling jacks with the raising blocks I've got would have made them too high. And there isn't, well, I haven't got a suitable piece of metal to make the base plate for the jacks out of. So there we are, that's the cabinet, which isn't a Myford cabinet. It's off another machine. The wiring from the reversing switch is in the cabinet and could easily come up through that port at the back there, which is cut off from the coolant. I will at some point slacken off these bolts. They're a bit long, they could have been trimmed, but I'm leaving them long so that there's room to slacken off the bolts, raise the blocks, and then put some sealant underneath, because then if I do use any coolant materials, there's a coolant pump and coolant reservoir tank in there, which is a shame because they're expensive to buy, but it's not actually in there. That is just a front electrical panel. The tank is actually in the back, and where this is positioned I can't really get to the tank. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pause this video and I'm going to do a video which is of the tank in a moment. So there it is, it's bolted down, functional for turning, etc. Now the thing that needs to be done, of course, is levelling of the bed. I haven't got a stirrups level to hand. I thought I had one somewhere. I've got a Marples one which is reasonably good, but it's one of these, I think it's more for woodworking than metalworking, therefore not sensitive enough to level the bed. So I will use a dial test indicator on here to have a look at how true things are running, and I've taken the chuck off there because I thought I'd put a centre into there to just check the alignment of the tailstock. But that's where I've got to in terms of setting it up, and fortunately now all the electrics work, the motor seems to function well, and I am going to just revise lubrication and maintenance of the lathe, because I need to just check which oils need to go where so that I can get the lathe clean, a bit cleaner. I have been doing some cleaning. It's a slow process, but particularly lubricated before I use it. Appearing upside down. But what we're going to do is have a look over the back. There's a tap there. There's a pump of some sort there, and then there's a reservoir tank down there, and that dips down this bit here. It's fastened on with a couple of bolts. I guess I could unbolt it and have a look at it, but that pump thing there, I can pull back far enough. Might be able to get a picture of it from the side. No, is over the coolant tank. Oh, might be able to get down enough to see what's inside the tank. But there we are. And this thing at the top here is the drain into the tank, the return. So there we have it, a coolant tank built in to the base of this thing.